Oh wow, Yellow has a superior air force, I think, to GGplay. Yellow just with those devours are just so deadly, and GGplay is actually the one forced to run now. But looks like GGplay once again forcing Yellow to cancel an expansion. Yellow's just trying to expand everywhere. He is not really succeeding though, but at the 12 o'clock looks like it is going to hold. And looks like Yellow still at 0-0 for his Mulix. I'm just surprised by that, the lack of upgrades there. Looks like a queen even out for GGplay, so perhaps GGplay is going to go for Ensnare here. That's only that makes sense, but with so many units clumped together, Ensnare might make sense though. And Defiler Round is being complete. I bet Plague is being the reason for it. Of course, it's the only reason for it at this point. Looks like Yellow is going to find another expansion trying to be set up at the 630 position, and he's going to take it down. And Mulisks are just so fast and so easy to use easy to fly around rather, that it really is hard for Zerg to defend against them, against losing their hatcheries from Mulisks. And it's like in this case right now, GGplay didn't even have a chance to bring his units back. It was absolutely impossible for him to defend that new hatchery there, and it does get taken down. Yeah, and it looks like Yellow is GGplay is mined out at his main. He has 2 running expansions, but Yellow right now will have 3 running expansions. He has managed to secure this 12 o'clock position, although it is still vulnerable to attack. And that queen's still just hanging out there. I'll be interested to see what happens with that queen. A lot of Mulis. Looks like some Devours. I believe those are Devours, though, inside the cocoon. I assume they are. And so GGplay will be able to slowly regain his, well, be able to try to regain the air advantage. Defiler Mount also up for Yellow, too. So it looks like he's going to be going for some plagues of his own. So both players going for the final level of Zerg versus Zerg tech. Really interesting here. What will be interesting, even more interesting to see, is if either player decides to go for an offensive Nidus Canal. That would be really interesting. Yellow now bringing some cracklings forward here. This is what I thought he needed to do before, but I don't think this attack is going to work now at the bottom right, because there's just so many units there. There's absolutely so many units. This attack's going to get slaughtered, I feel, if he tries to go for it. Looks like GGplay is fully prepared for it. Yeah, and Yellow does retreat here with his Zergling crack force here. He does take out a drone trying to build an expansion, though. Before he does that, I think maybe the attack could occur at the natural expansion GGplay. I don't know if it's as well defended here. Yeah, it is not well defended at all. Has no ground defenses. If Yellow can put an attack here at the natural expansion, it will be deadly for GGplay, I think. GGplay has absolutely no anti-ground defenses there. It's all anti-air, and Yellow is going to go for a crackling attack here. There's absolutely nothing there. This is going to be devastating for GGplay here. And those Zerglings are, I think they are crack upgraded. They might not even be crack upgraded. Actually, they're not. I think they're just normal Zerglings, but still they're going to be useful in taking down those buildings. And it looks like GGplay going for a counter at the newly formed expansion at the 3. Defiler's following those forces. Looks like Yellow really, if he just brought a couple more Zerglings, could take out almost everything at this base here. Really should just commit to a couple more Zerglings. And looks like GGplay manages to take out the 3 o'clock position. Still, these two air fleets are a little bit wary of engaging each other. It looks like perhaps because of the Defiler making a plague off on GGplay's forces there. Good plague off on them. Looks like he caught most of the Devours in that plague and some Mulisks. So really good work there by Yellow. I'd have to say I'd give Yellow the lead here in this game so far. And Yellow once again executing that 6 o'clock expansion before it can come up. And he's going to take it down once again. And looks like GGplay moving out here with some forces, but I don't think it's going to be that successful, because he really shouldn't try to engage in direct combat here. His units are so weak, they will be picked off really easily. And it looks like a Hydralisk Den going up for GGplay now, so he is deciding to switch to some ground units here, perhaps feeling like he can't regain air superiority with air units alone, and perhaps also wanting to defend against these Zerglings. We'll see if he decides to make Lurkers also. That would be really surprising, or just Hydralisks. And more Zerglings coming out for Yellow now. Yellow now has a hatchery at the correct position at the upper left, and he has a definite economic lead now, I think. And I hope he does research the adrenal glands for his Zerglings, though. He will be able to do a lot of damage, and looks like he might be going for a direct attack here at this position, because the spore colonies have been whittled down by the Zergling force here. And if they manage to take down the last spore, I think there'll be no anti-air defense left also at this position. And Yellow now going in with all of his air force here. He's going to be able to pick off these spore colonies. There's only one left here. Yeah, only one left. But a huge plague going off on Yellow's air force. Amazing plague there. Amazing, absolutely amazing plague there by GGplay. This could swing the entire entire game around, and now Yellow's the one who's going to have to retreat here. Like, all his units are plagued. I have to say that one move just saved GGplay and put him right back in the midst of this game here. But Yellow sets off a plague on GGplay's forces. Absolutely great plague trap there. I don't know if that was a burrowed a defiler or what, but absolutely amazing. Two amazing plagues now. Now neither of these air forces can engage each other. Whoever engages, well, basically, well, both will just die. And looks like most of GGplay's mulists are plagued also. Wow, just absolutely amazing there. Great play there. Great plagues by both players. Really swinging the game back and forth here. I don't know who's in the lead anymore. GGplay getting plagued again by Yellow, so both players are plagued. And since both players are plagued, I had to get the advantage back to Yellow here. I temporarily gave the advantage to GGplay, but neither player can engage really safely right now. And it looks like Yellow is going to go for an attack and take down the 9 o'clock expansion once again. Yellow also taking down the Nice Canal there at the lower left. And so, really, Yellow also now finally got some upgrades. He's at 1-1 now for his air units. 3-1 for, I'm sorry, 2-0 still for GGplay. And yeah, GGplay, both of them getting plagued. That's amazing. Hydralisks are out for GGplay, so he has decided to switch to some ground units. And I think that maybe, I don't know if that's a smart move actually at this point. Really, if someone else can give the critique, that'd be great. I really don't know that much about Hydralisks in Zerg versus Zerg play. I do know they're quite effective in bunches, but right now, with that small group, I guess they're only going to be a supplemental force against that huge swarm of Mutalisks. It almost seems like they won't even matter, though. Anyway, though, I guess they will be useful for Devourers, at least. And they are much cheaper, of course. And now some Zerglings, more Zerglings coming up to this lower right corner here. I think that's a mistake by Yellow. I think he should go right for this natural expansion once again. There's almost nothing except for a handful of Hydralisks there. And crack upgraded Zerglings are quite effective then, but looks like he's going to go for a bonsai charge here. And it's not going to work out. But looks like perhaps it was a diversion because now Yellow has gone for a big attack here at the natural expansion GGplay. GGplay once again is in trouble. Yellow needs to pick off any defilers that come in, though. I was just going to say that, and Yellow once again gets plagued. That's amazing. That one defiler, that hero defiler, just consistently providing defense for GGplay and preventing Yellow from doing anything offensive. GGplay's Mutalisks have healed to 46 HP each, so they're going to be a little more durable than Yellow's Mutalisks for a while. Just an amazing game here. Yellow still with a large group of Zerglings in the middle, and I think one more Zergling attack at the natural expansion would be able to push it over. Of course, you wouldn't feel so bad about losing your Zerglings to Plague. It really doesn't matter so much. Looks like Yellow is fully mined out at his natural and his main. I believe GGplay is getting mined out at his lower right corner also, so about equal, except that Yellow does have an extra expansion on GGplay. Looks like he's going to transfer his drones now, and Yellow also has some Nice Canals up. It'll be really interesting if Yellow actually decides to build a Nidus Canal in the main base of GGplay. I think it might be a while before he notices, because that base doesn't have any static defenses on it, and I don't think there are any units in the main base. He could pick off a lot of units, a lot of stuff off, a lot of tech buildings off. And looks like Yellow is going to use his Zerglings finally to go for a little attack here, but not enough Zerglings, only about 3 or 4 Zerglings. They're going to get killed by those Hydralisks. And yeah, still Yellow has to wait though to heal up his units before going on attack. He has +2 attack now, so going for different upgrade patterns here. But his moves are more upgraded than GGplay's now. I think he only has 0-2. I mean 2-0. And Yellow just trying to secure that 11:30 position too. So he's definitely going to have a lead here. But GGplay actually has secured a 3 o'clock. And he's trying to get the 6 o'clock. So both players playing a little passively at this point, dividing the map here. I feel that really that Defiler play by GGplay is the only thing that saved him, that's kept him in the game so far. Both those attacks were stopped cold by the Defilers, and really just a very close game because of them. Without them, I feel that Yellow would have just stormed or walked over GGplay by now. But Yellow's slowly had to give a little ground to GGplay, and GGplay is well back in the game, I feel. After he gets this 6 o'clock expansion, he will be at an equal number of expansions to Yellow, and his expansions will actually be fresher, so that'll be to his advantage. Looks like Yellow going for another attack here with his Zerglings. It looks like he's going to try to just do some damage to his hatchery here. He might actually be able to take the hatchery down. He's going to come really close to doing so with the cracked upgraded Zerglings, but it looks like he doesn't manage to do so. He might decide to go with his Mulus and just pick him off, but it looks like GGplay is anticipating and bring his Mulus back also, as you see here. And of course, if he manages to play Yellow again, Yellow will be in huge trouble. And yeah, it looks like Mutalisk at both positions for GGplay at all positions. Perhaps not wanting to lose one to a sudden attack from Yellow's Mutalisks, just spreading out his defenses a little bit. Yellow still has a huge swarm of Devourers there, and it looks like Yellow also has a Hydralisk den there, so really interesting. Both players perhaps thinking of switching to Hydralisks. And just so many static defenses up for both players actually at each of their bases. Really interesting, very different from what you'd usually see in a ZvZ, of course. And looks like more Zerglings from Yellow. He could probably just go for a little suicide attack here and just pick off that hatchery. Just do a little bit of damage to it. GGplay is going to spot it, so we'll see if he's able to stop this little suicide attack here. I don't know if it's going to be worth all these Zerglings' lives, though. Perhaps he's not going to go in just for a suicide attack. And both players so far, it's really interesting, the last few minutes just have not engaged their air forces at all. Actually, for the last 10 to 15 minutes, have just not done anything with their air forces, except for